Thanks for joining this section. In this section, we are going to talk about symmetric encryption or symmetric cryptography. In the last section, we talked about asymmetric encryption, and we saw that Alice and Bob needed only one key, what we call the share key, to be able to encrypt for Alice the plain text and to be able for Bob to decrypt the ciphertext that has been sent from Alice. So in this section, we are going to see the difference, and to understand the difference, we have to understand the concept of private key and public key. You can see here, Alice has her private key, but also her public key, and it works the same for Bob. Okay, Bob has a public key and a private key. So you have to understand both private key and public key works together. Okay, you have to understand that the public key is like the wallet address and the private key is like the password of your wallet. Okay, that makes sense. I think it is easy to understand it like that. So to be able to, for Alice to send a message, she needs the public key of Bob, okay, like the wallet address, to be able to send a message or to send some money. So let's say, yeah, we keep it like the message. So what's going to happen is that Alice is going to encrypt the data, as we saw in the last section. She's going to encrypt the plain text, okay, and she will need the Bob public key to be able to encrypt with that, so that she's going to say that if you want to see that message, enter your private key, and if that private key corresponds to your public key, you'll be able to see the message hello world. So that's how it works. So Alice is going to sign the message, or is going to encrypt the data via her private key, and she's going to take Bob's public key. So once it passed through the encryption algorithm, we have what we call the ciphertext that we saw in the last section. And to decrypt the data, okay, Bob is going to use his private key, and it's going to work because the private key or the public key that has been associated in the encryption algorithm corresponds to the Bob private key. So it's going to decrypt the data and see exactly the plain text that is called the hello world. So that's a little bit different about that. So in private key,